So if you were to meditate or ponder, which takes an investment of time, in this idea of what does that mean? Don't track the speaker, track what the speaker is tracking. How would that be different? How do I not do that? What does that mean? You would have to come to your own conclusions. And otherwise it's just my saying that, and it disappears like fog. And I'm saying those are hugely different, and I'm requesting and challenging you, don't track the speaker, don't track me. You and I are both tracking the same game, as opposed to you tracking me. How big is this journey to be an elder? If it was a book, how long would it be? How to be an elder? Let's get the manual. We do manuals here. How big is the manual? You know, how big is it? The elder course, is it an evening class? Can you do it in 2 hours? You know, is it a semester? To be an elder, how big is it? You know, is it one book? Is it a whole series of volumes? You know, I read Carl Jung's collected works, 13 volumes, right? There's his collected works. You know, it's not like a magazine. How big is this elder business? Is it so big that the headline, and I even said it was just a partial trailer, is you can't, you're pressured to cram so much stuff in there? And are you getting the idea that it is fucking big? Are you getting that? And I think there's a problem here. The problem is, we're talking about the young children, you know, these young kids these days, the MTV generation, you know, and it's they have this short attention span, you know. It's these young people, you know, it's as if we don't, right? I think it's a virus. This shortening of attention span is a virus. And one of the elder contributions, because from the elder world, the elder is the reconciler of paradox. They bring the opposites together. The elder knows that things are temporary because he's getting older and it's temporary. How much time do you think you have? I go around asking people, are you in the first or second half of your life? And we do the math. That's an elder perspective. See, to be curious about that, you learn the elder description and you can spot it. And therefore, you can spot it, you know, you don't have to be old. A 20-year-old can be curious about that sort of thing. You know, how much time do you think you have? And, you know, I'm 64. That means for me to be in the first half of my life, I have to live to be 128. And that's not going to happen. I'm well into my second half. But when you talk to, say, a 35-year-old, you know, you got to live to 70. Or else you're in the second half of your life. What does that mean? And he knows how temporary. That's the one of the huge gifts of the elder is the sense of temporariness. You know, and you've wasted your time, and you know you got to get on with it because you know life is temporary here. And yet, paradoxically, the elder has learned patience. They know what it's like to be in it for the long haul. The guy who comes and says, I want to be like Jimi Hendrix and I'm going to play the guitar, you know, and that's going to be cool and everything. And once he starts taking lessons, he realizes, fuck, this is going to take 10 years. And he either leaves or he settles in for the long haul. And the elder part of the elder thing is this, they have patience. So this whole idea of, no offense, what's the headline? We don't have the time. And I bristle all the time from that because I'm trying to drop into my elder world. I'm trying to drop into my elder mind. And so I get impatient with people's impatience because we've got all the time in the world here, you know. And you knock 100 times, try knocking 200 times, and knock 300 times. Just keep knocking, man. You know, and the elder's job is to reassure. It's going to be all right. Just keep going. Just keep going. It'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. Because I think the whole culture is getting infected with this short attention span virus, and I see it. And it's not just you can blame it on our lifestyle because we don't have time. There's too many things in our lives and we don't have time. You know, I always envied my father. He came home from work and he sat and read the paper and ate dinner, and he wasn't in a hurry. He didn't have to fix things or get his email and shit like that. So part of it is the fault of the actual world itself. But I think there's something else that's making us like those kids. That whole MTV, that's what I call the elder mind versus the MTV mind. Have you ever noticed in the MTV that when they're filming a rock and roll group, it's like boom, 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 and the camera's never on any one guy for more than half a second. And you look at the old Woodstock movie, and you see 10 years after, and the camera's on the guitar playing, you can just see the guy, or the guy singing, you can watch him sing. But the MTV generation is like, bam, you gotta go bam, you gotta go bam, bam, bam. And I think we're all getting infected by that. Just like there's the rise of autism and all this other shit. And the elder thing is like, that's not the elder at all. And so we have to watch ourselves. Because the warrior slips in. I think it's really great when you said, you know, let's not have the warrior here in the elder meeting. Because the warrior's the guy that says, 10 more seconds. The warrior's the guy that says, let's hold to the agenda. And that's the warrior's job, right? We don't have time. We have to get out of here. Why isn't this happening? And it's not just because I want to keep going. It's because I'm trying to drop into that elder mind. And the elder mind is not about that. So when you feel that impulse, what's the headline? Can't you say it in 3 words? You know, how about a sound bite? We're somehow fucked up when we do that. And there's something about the patience, and you know, the wine is gonna mature in its own time, man. There's a great quote from Kazanstock. I said maybe I should read it sometime, where he's impatient with the butterfly, and he helps it out of the pupa, and he blows on it, and the thing comes out too soon, and the wings are all gnarled up and everything, because he didn't have the patience to wait for it to come out in its own time. And there's some things that can't be done in that soundbite, and that's that whole world, that image of the iceberg, that all that stuff is under there. And the impatient, I call it the daylight world, or the MTV world, or the surface world. And the elder world is the elder world. And the elder senses the part that you can't see. And it's not just the elders, the old guys, it's the elder part in me, that elder mind which is in every person.